welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Today we unlock the last two remaining beast tribes. Both here in Nimsa. First, the Kobolds. Serenia, I know not what brings you to Maelstrom Command this day, but you can hardly fault your timing. We have a situation on our hands. Not days ago, a convoy of ours was ambushed en route to Limsa, and a godly shipment of saltpeter plundered from our very ends. The scurvy dogs responsible for the act struck swiftly and under darkness, so we have yet to figure out who they are, but let's bring them to justice. Saltpeter, as you may know, is a key ingredient in fashioning fire sand. Whatever our foe might be plotting, like us not involved in a hearty share of fury, death and destruction. Command has dispatched an elite regiment to the field to investigate, but clues have proved harder to come by than a half-decent pint of ale at sea. Leading the investigation is a good comrade of mine. While I'd like nothing more than to lend my strength to her search, I can't very well shirk my duties here. If you find yourself itching for an adventure, you could do worse than make for swift perch and seek out one Lieutenant Sketswins. Just say that Truckrat sent you. Your hearing must be exceptional, Serenia. You did not overhear the link poll report, but why? No matter. You're here now and we could certainly use your aid. I have just received word that raiders have sunk a civilian vessel in the Strait of Maltor. One of our warships is en route as we speak, though I fear there will be little left of them to find. I'm uncomfortably familiar with the tales of pirates looting and even commandeering their targets, but to sink the ship entirely? An excessively brutal act even for a buccaneer. Now I'd wager hard coin that those fry-stamped fishbacks are behind this, them and their serpent weaver lackeys. The Sahagin have much to answer for. Vengeance will be forthcoming, but let us first focus on rescuing what poor souls we may. While our warships scour the waters, I would have you head east to eastern Lanacea to look for any survivors washed up on the sands of Bloodshore. One of my soldiers, Private Wilfalk, has been deployed to the coordinates as we speak. Speak with him when you arrive and he will direct your efforts. Okay, then let's start with the Kobolds. In Swift Perch in Western Lanacea. Where's the lieutenant? The man take the lot of you. You've had me believe there was not a single piece of evidence in this entire godforsaken hamlet? And who might you be, an adventurer come on behalf of Tastewit? Who said I was looking for help anyway? Track record? Ha! I'll have you both know, but it's all clear skies and smooth sailing here. I was just about to file my report to, I ain't fooling no one. A good tons of saltpeter's been snatched from our hands, like as not by someone who's used it to sink our fair limbs to the bottom of the sea. Alright, I share with you what me men have gleaned, though I warn ye, it ain't much. Given the scope of the act, we believe that it was a coordinated effort by a well-trained group. What's more, given the sheer speed with which the scurvy feast vanished from our sight, I reckon what they have knowledge of passages unknown to us. I had me hopes up that my men would have found something, but they had no such luck. What say you? Care to take a look around and see if you can find evidence me half-blind and thrice-deaf subordinates couldn't? Okay, let's look around then. Nope, 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 nope. Not out here. Then maybe here in the corner? Not up there. Here. Some sort of pickaxe. Serenia, was it? Well, find any evidence that could shed some light on our troubles? What have we here? Pig's eggs. And a rather sorry looking one at that. You reckon it was left behind by the perpetrators? In my time of a maelstrom, I've confronted just about every pirate, brigand and highwayman in these parts, but I have not known any of them to employ a tool like this. No, I'd wager more than a round at the wench that our band of grubby little thieves ain't no ordinary men. Aye, it's becoming clear to me. And yourself, no doubt. Tell me, Serenia, might you be thinking what I'm thinking? Those conniving kobolds. I knew you were a sharp one. The moment I laid eyes on that pickaxe you found, me mind was convinced. The primitive make of a tool and all too healthy interest in explosive. All signs point towards rat-faced rapscallions being behind all this. It's so bloody obvious now that I could almost kick myself and me good-for-nothing man for not coming to this conclusion sooner. But there's hardly time for winging. No, we must strike quickly if we mean to reclaim what's ours. Camp Overlook is out front line of defense against those tunnel-burrowing thieves, and anyone has a notion of where they've taken us better and how they plan to use it. It'll be Commander Bloodin. I'm off to deliver my report. I have a hunch our job has only begun. What say you? Come along? You're the first capable woman I've worked with today. Okay. So... no, not here. We have to go to Outer Lanosea, where the kobolds are. Can we ride there? Nope. Okay. Where is that guy we're looking for? Here. And he has already a kobold captured. Make it quick, adventure. As you can see, I've got my hands full with our little friend here. This is an outrage, a farce, an atrocity, an outrage. This is an insult, and we kobolds will not stand for it. No, no. Stand no more. You'll have no legs to stand on if you don't quit blubbering and spell the truth about whatever these scary rats are plotting. Plotting? There's no plotting. No, no. We plot nothing. Not, nil, nothing. Enough. Unlike you and your ilk, I have a working pair of eyes and at least half my wits about me. You think I've not seen you lot blasting and scurrying around Ugumoro of late? Commander Blossom, sir? Scatterus? Aye, it's a treat to see you me old trainee, but I fear brewing kobold plot demands me attention. Serena and I just might be able to help you with that, Commander. I trust you heard the news of our missing shipment of saltpeter? So soon she knows? This cannot be. No, no, it cannot be. I knew it. Your endless tongue-graying has finally dug your own grave. It wasn't us. No, 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 not us. It was them. Yes, yes. Them. What nonsense is this, beady eyes, frizzy tail, a penchant for causing us trouble? A kobold's a kobold. It's not so. No, no, not so. They're kobolds, and then they're kobolds. And then they're kobolds still. It's the low ones who stole your precious saltpeter. The ones who live down beneath, below. Beneath and below. Come to think of it, Miss Scouts didn't mention a particularly scrabby band of kobolds, what seemed to have made their home at the cliff base. Yes, yes, that's the place. That is the home of the 789th. They are the worst of the worst. They are most stinky, smelly, scummy, stinky, and ugly too. Commander, as a presiding officer for this investigation, I request permission to go below and investigate the so-called 789th. Furthermore, I would enlist this adventurer to join me. She has proven herself capable and would seem we go up against a worthy foe. As you please, Lieutenant. But I warn you, be careful down there. The sight of a kobold won't strike fear into anyone's heart. But their bite and their bombs are a fair sight worse than their bark. Understood, Commander. Will not let you down. And with that, I take my leave. Till sea swallows all. Well, Serenia, are you ready to take the scurviest band of kobolds in Lanosea? You'd best be, because I'm counting on you to make yourself useful. Okay, well, let's look at the 789th. How to get down there? There. Huh? We seem to be right. There was a guy with a bunch of bombs. And here's our cargo. Well, well, what have we here? 1, 2, 3 crates of salpeter. It would seem our kobold informant was tried. What's that? Surrounded? Stand ready, Serenia. Are you just going to stand there squeaking at me all day? Fight with honor or die like the rats you are! Are there no alternatives? Choices? Options? Alternatives? Such as perhaps surrender? Yes, surrender. We surrender. Did you just say surrender? Yes, we surrender. Yield. Submit. Surrender. What in the seven hells? I have no inkling as to whys and wherefores, but it seems the notorious 789 is keen to returning their plunder without so much as a fight. I for one wouldn't have been opposed to cracking a few kobold skulls, but considering the strained relations between Nimsa and the little buggers these days, I can't argue with good diplomacy. Anyway, I'll report back to Commander Blurthwins and arrange for the transport of the supplies. And a reliable escort this time. In the meantime, why don't you ask around and see what you can learn about our new neighbors? After all, they don't seem half as imposing as I expected, their leader least of all. Best of luck, till sea swallows all. Okay, so where is the leader? Eagle. You're still here? We have surrendered, yes? Yielded, submitted, surrendered. You will not hurt us, yes? Oh, I'm relieved, reassured, relaxed, relieved. And who am I, you ask? I'm Gigu, and Gigu is the foreman of the 789th. Leader name, yes, but no more. No. For truth, no one listens to Gigu. Gigu is ignored, invisible, insulted, ignored, incompetent too. The 789 stole your precious boom powder? Yes, we did, and yet we had good cause for doing so. An excuse? Ours is a peaceful order by nature. The 789th troubled no one, and no one troubled us. No, not until now. Now we are driven from the tunnels, exiled to this place that stinks of soil and seawater. But you are a stranger, and I rambled too much too soon. No, I will speak no more. Go now, and leave Gigo to his suffering, his pain, his shame, his suffering. How low can you go? You're still here? Yes, you are. You would hear the satire of Gigo in the 789th? Then listen and weep, sob, cry, weep. You think the people have it tough? You know nothing, nothing at all. Ours is a world of kobold eat kobold. Yes, ours is a constant struggle to labor, a toil, a struggle for survival. Dig and dig we do, dig for ore and riches. Dig well and we are rewarded. Better digs are given and more weight do our words carry. Dig poorly and we are shunned, reviled, scorned, shunned. You know that kobold orders have numbers, yes? Yes, you know. And the smaller the number, the greater the order. You find this curious, but this is the kobold way. How many orders, you ask? Yes, yes, how many? 789 we have, and not one more. We exist at the backside of kobold society, the bottom, beware, the backside. Yeah. And so from the tunnels we are driven. Dig more, find more, make more wealth for your betters. Then you can come home, they say. But this dry vein holds no treasures. No, no, nothing. Meanwhile, our kin in Ogomoro hoard treasures so great they toss gold away. Toss it away like garbage. Yes, their treasure is our treasure. Any moment now we will be judged by our hole and our sack as empty. Barren, bare, empty. You must go to the dig and bring back something. Anything for us, I beg you. Yes, yes, even the shabbiest scrap will do. Fine, Digo. I help you. I quicken this up a little. And worthless ore. Let me clean up your junk. Okay. I have what you want to give. From dawn till dusk, from dusk till dawn we dig, and yet our barrels are empty bad. We are not welcome down below, but you will find something for us? Yes, you must. Here you have worthless ore. Could it be? Yes, yes, it could. Why, these dirty lumps, chumps, scraps, lumps exceed our haul from the past 3 moons. You have my thanks, adventurer, and my gratitude. Oh, but you must not leave so soon. No, no, you must stay. Persist, Sir John. Stay. Until Zago was come and gone. Who is Zoga? You ask? Zoga is a giant among kobolds. A beast, a brute, a giant. So smart and strong is Zoga that his order surges to the top of the ranks. Zoga would lead us all to a new era of prosperity, or so Zoga claims. But this is scam. Yes, Zoga cares only for Zoga. Weak you are, Zoga will use you then throw you away. Yes, Zoga stomps all over us. Tramples, stamps, storms. That's why you must stay, adventurer. Stay and watch over us from the shadows. Okay. This place reeks, stinks, smells, reeks. You said you were taking us to a steam bath. You're a big fat liar, a cheat, a fraud, a liar. Stop your bloody squeaking. Work before pleasure, or do you want to join the riffraff in the rotten trash heap? No, no, I thought not. Greetings, Zoga. How kind of you to visit our humble dig. I must say you're looking especially impressive today. Imposing, overpowering. Yeah, you're looking as scrubby as ever, whatever your name was. But enough talk, my time's worth more than your sorry hide. Now let's see what you've got for me. Is this your monthly haul or what popped out your asshole this morning? Once a sluggard, always a sluggard. Stragglers, sloth, sluggards, a lot of you. The 789 are no sluggards, Zoga. Not a one. Every day we toil in the mines. And set our pickaxe only down to eat or sleep. Yeah. Eat? Sleep? Seems we have a misunderstanding here. Sleep? Food? Those are luxuries. Comforts. Indulgences. Luxuries. And luxuries are for kobolds who can dig their own weight. You are nothing, you deserve nothing. You are nothing. No rations for a month or until you increase your whole 100-fold. Whichever comes last. But Zoga, we are already weak and hungry. Cut off our food supply and we will starve, wither, die. Yes, die then. Each day you live, you breathe our air and eat our food, and give nothing in return. You are a parasite, Gigu. A leech, a sponge, a parasite. Your very existence keeps us from achieving our potential. But I can think of one way might be of use. Yes, with your shriveled carcass and that of your lot feed our furnaces. Fodder, fuel, feed for your badass. You cannot mean what you say, Zoga. No, this must be some cruel joke, a jest. The only joke around here is you, Gigu. I'll not repeat myself this time. 100 folds, and only less, and you will be the first to burn. Cinch, sizzle, burn. Let's go, ladies. The stench of this sloth and stupidity makes me reek. Remember, ladies, this is the fate of those who don't dig their own weight. Now I believe it's time for that steam bath. Wow. Oh, woe is me. Misery, misfortune, woe. One of the 7 elves just happened. I come back from Camp Overlook only to see some overstuffed kobold strutting around like he owns the place. You're not wrong. No, your words are true. Zoga leads the 13th, yes, and has many friends and followers in Ogramoro. His power grows with each day, which each day one less kobold challenges the word of Zoga. Soon none will be left to oppose him, not a one. So what you're saying? That you're just going to let some self-styled tyrant walk all over you? Yes, we have no choice. No recourse, no refuge. What kind of answer is that? Ain't you got a shred of dignity in your old body? No, I do not. Look, I don't know a kobold hierarchies from a hole in the ground, but I do know that if anyone talked to me like that, I'd go to the 7L and cut them down to size. But you are strong, brave, strong, and... Lemaine, have mercy, I can't stand the look of a sorry lot of you. Are you kobolds or dormice? Look, you might not have a spine to stand up for yourself, but Serenia here and I sure as hell do. Ain't that right? You know what you say? No, you don't often. It's pure madness to oppose Zoga. The only thing that's driving me mad is you and your sorry excuses. That settles it. I'm not leaving the stinky hole till Zoga falls on his hands and knees before me begging for mercy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But... Did you say something? No, nothing at all. Zoga does not suffer opposition lightly. No, not the least. If we cross him, we will crush us. We are doomed, cursed, damned. Doomed. Oh, adventure, do not leave us. No, you must not go. The Rogadin woman frightens me even more than Zoga. Horrifies, terrifies, frightens. But we have no choice. No, we have none. You will protect us from Zoga's bullying, yes? Yes, you will? If I must. Oh, adventurer, you're too kind, gracious, generous, kind. Yes, kind, and possessing of strength of 100 kobolds. 100 kobolds. You do not need Gigo's help. No, no, you do not. Good luck fighting Zoga, adventurer. I await word of your triumph, your victory, your success. Yeah, that's pretty much how this goes here. I do not like the quest of a 789th. Not because they are terrible quests from playing here, but these kobolds are super lazy. And I don't mind lazy, but when you're lazy, you do not have a right to complain when people have it better than you for working hard, is my opinion on the matter. You have no right to actively sabotage someone else's work just because you're too lazy to work. Okay, but we have still to take care of the other beast tribe. So let's go to Eastern Landnasea. Everyone, Commander Ricky said to expect one. I'm Wolfak, a private in the Maelstrom. As you can see, there ain't much for me to coordinate. The fishbacks made a good mess of that ship. Seems barely a handful of the poor buggers that were sailing on it made it ashore alive. Where am I? Where's Robin? Where's my son? Now you just calm yourself down, good wife. We'll have your boy back in your arms before you can spit up another lung of salt water. The tides be merciful to a fortunate few with a good wife here, and carried them here. Yeah, you'll be needing some of my medical supplies for a bleeding and injured. Take a walk along the coast now and help them, but ain't beyond it. Helping yet. Wounded people. And injured people. What's the difference? Thanks, I feel much stronger now. You've saved some lives to stay less. 'Tis a terrible thing what happened, but you take what solace you can in the little victories. Not that any amount of solace of me forgiving those blasted fishbacks. You expect attacks on the Navy, that's what we signed up for. But sinking a civilian ship with women and children aboard? The Sahagin have ice water for blood, I tell you. No, not my little Robin. My condolences, good wife. I know how hard it must. Leviathan scaly arse. Oh. Sahagin? Here? What, you didn't get your fill of slaughter out on the strait? If you want to finish the job you started, then you'd better start with me. What? Mom! Robin? My darling Robin? Mom, there you are! Oh my dear Robin, you're safe. Thank God 12 above. Thank you, Sahagin. What was that all about? The lad's alive? What manner of fishback trickery is this? The expression. Utterly dumbfounded. But it doesn't make sense. First attacking the ship, then saving people? I'm fine. If a bit wet, I thought I would sink right to the bottom of the sea, but then some nice fishermen came and saved me. Well, not like the scary ones that came after our ship, but the stories say that all fishermen are nasty. Isn't that odd? Might I ask you a favor? I found this necklace at the bottom of a little boat the nice fishermen used to carry me to the shore. I'm certain it must be one of theirs. I take it back to them myself, but I don't think my mom would like that. Could you maybe return it for me? The last I saw, they were swimming toward Western Norcia. That must be where they live. I wonder if their houses are made of seaweed. Okay, then to Western Norcia. What's the meaning of this trespass? I should skewer you where you stand, finless one. Here, I bought this. Shh, you carry the necklace of Clutch Father North? How is it you possess this? You come at the behest of a child he saved. Such unusual manners for a shore walker. Shh, you may pass. Seek out Clutch Father North and be sure to show respect. Where is it to see a shore walker in our midst? I am North, Clutch Father of his clan of spawnlings. Ah, the finless child bid you return my necklace, did he? Shh, no, I had no special reason for saving the boy. Only with the Sahagin. As it is for you, shore walker, offspring are considered the most precious of treasure. All that reside here are bound by ties of blood. All are the children of a Clutch Father. Only slightly less precious to me than my spawn is the trinket you bring. It was a gift, a commendation by our beloved matriarch. We have a saying, the favor of one is repaid by the gratitude of a Clutch. I welcome you in our home. Perhaps a modest banquet is in order. I do not know, however, if our spread will agree with your shore walker's stomach. You witnessed the aftermath of the attack at the Strait of Malta? Yes, it was indeed perpetrated by Sahagin. The individuals responsible are called the Coral Tridents. They reside in the Subsa spawning grounds and are known among our people as a volatile and fanatical faction. We had hoped to prevent them from ever reaching that vessel, but alas, the current was not in our favor. Foolishness. Their action only invite further violence. And what of North and his Clutch, you ask? We live apart from the spawning grounds and pursue a separate agenda. I do not claim to understand the structure of your civilization, but for us Sahagin, Each clan of clutchmates is led by a single clutch father. The Indigo Matriarch, or what you might call our queen, bestowed each clutch of her eggs upon only the bravest and most seasoned warriors. It is then the clutch father's duty to raise and instruct his charges in the ways of our people. But for the cycle to continue, the matriarch must have a secure environment in which to bear her offspring. That is why we chose to make land here. It is unfortunate then that the substar spawning grounds have become the locus of such conflict. If only more shorewalkers were like you and spent more time to understand that. Clutchfather, we need your counsel. Shh, what have I taught you, Seth? A Sahagin does not flay and splash about so. He rolls with the weights and rides the currents. Forgive me, Clutchfather, it is Pew, our 6th youngest brother. What of him? He has left the nursery without permission. He spoke of talking sense into the kobold trident. Shh. His brain is soft as spawnling scales, and this is the time when I cannot afford to take my eyes off the rest of the clutch. Though our stance toward each other is not yet clear, Shorewalker, I would ask a boon of you. Save my foolish son. Seth here will have more to say on the subject, I'm sure. Okay, what has Seth to say then? You have no scales, and yet the Clutchfather seems to trust you. I shall do the same. As you just heard, my brother Pew has been taken upon himself to educate the kobold tridents. He's one of our most impetuous spawn brothers, and yet young. He does not realize the peril he puts himself in. The tridents will not listen to reason. They will laugh as they impale him on their spears. Please bring Pew back safely. Concerns you not, Shorewalker. Away with you, finless one. Rescued by a Shorewalker. What am I to tell Clutchfather North, Spawnbrother Seth bid you come to my aid? I do not understand these kobold trident warriors. I scarce opened my maw before they proceeded to beat me bloody. But Clutchfather always says that the currents of discussion carry us to enlightenment. But it seems the words of its spawning count for little and less. I simply wanted to put into practice what my clutchmates and I had been taught. Now I surely face a punishment in addition to my beating. Welcome back, Shorewalker. You are kind to endanger yourself, though you owe us no such loyalty. Pew will be appropriately disciplined for his reckless actions. Now, more than ever, the Sahagin must act with caution and wisdom. Many of our people reside peacefully within our city in the Indigo Deep, but our civilization faces a steady and treacherous decline. We must venture onto land to secure spawning grounds to lay our eggs, and build nurseries to raise our young. It is an essential element of our breeding cycle, an instinct too powerful to ignore. Our traditional spawning grounds were, however, annihilated in the calamity. Thus were we forced to cease this new location, a region the Finless one call Western Lanosea. It is not surprising that the Shorewalkers view our sudden aggressive expansion as not more than an invasion, but this seemingly unprovoked attack on their territory is in truth a desperate struggle for survival. Without this land, without a place to rear offspring, the Sahagin race is doomed. We are in no position to wage war against the Shorewalkers. We must attempt a parley. The Kobold Tridents, if you have no doubt realized, do not comprehend the merits of a diplomatic approach. They seek only to control the weak of mind, those like their brutal serpent weavers, and slaughter all those who oppose them. Do not misunderstand me as a traitor of my kind. I hold no love for Finless ones. I shed no salty tears when the great Leviathan is summoned and the Lord of the Whole gathers new drowned Shorewalkers to his fold. But conflict with your people is not the answer to our woe. We must look beyond the present and ensure calmer waters. Waters in which the future of our race can thrive. Shorewalker, your arrival is a precious gift. I would have you become the first stone on the bridge I hope to build between our people. The rock which blunts the mindless spear of a Kobold Tridents. I pray lend us your aid. Your presence is most welcome, Shorewalker. My warriors are eager, but lack the experience to engage such vicious opponent as the Kobold Tridents. We will halt the Zealots advance at the shoreline and begin to repair the damage they have done to our chance at peace. There's much work ahead, but together we can put an end to this meaningless bloodshed. Okay, and with that we have a Sahagin North's Clutch Beast Tribe unlocked. And killing me softly one. And I think that's it for today. Next time we next time we do the Dragoon, and after that there are rank ups for the Sylphs and the Exiles. But yeah, that is for the next part or two. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.